Hope you're doing well. I'm Real Crafty, back in Auroville City for another episode of Building a City. In last episode we built this coastal rescue shed, dock thing and boat. And so in today's episode, in fact before we discuss any of that, I want to talk about a couple of things I've done. So I was thinking about this hill the other day. I don't, if you can notice, I've changed a lot of the edge blocks and then sprinkled out in between moss. I don't know, I think I like it better, just purely because I was thinking about eventually in the back corner I want to do like a mountain range, and I was in the Lakes District having a look at some of the mountains that we have in Cumbria, and thinking about how if I was to build like quite a steep mountain that was a lot of green first, how you wouldn't really see the layers of dirt in between. So I've changed out the edge blocks for moss so that it's all green, just to see how I feel about it all being green there. Obviously we've had some information about an update that's coming in probably a couple months with the wool slabs and wool stairs, so we might be able to sprinkle in some of the wool slabs in here as well to give it a more smoother transition, or just in some of the areas that might be more commonly walked up. I don't know, we'll see. The colour variation might be a bit too drastic, I don't know, we shall see. Another thing that I am going to be slowly chipping away on between episodes is the river. As you can see here, in fact I've left these blocks here, they were on the wall in the last episode that I built like to stop the river flowing into bit. So as you can see, I've started filling out some of the river here, and this one actually, yeah, I've used structure voids because of the way that the water dynamics work with like, you know how you can make your infinite water pools with just 4, so any water on a diagonal would fill out. So like this here would fill this one, and oh well it would fill them ones. So that's why I have these structure voids, because a player can still pass through them normally as if they're not there, but it just stops the physics of the water. I was initially trying to see if I could make it a bit more spread out, but the more blocks I got rid of, it would just started filling itself out again. So yeah, with I've obviously dug out quite a bit of the river, filled in the bottom with mud, and then yeah, I'm going to be slowly chipping away at this small section of river from this diamond wall here to those blocks over there. Like, that's the only part of the river I took near enough a full day, because I can only automatically do so much. All of these blocks are placed by hand, and then obviously all the water is filled by hand as well. So, and then I've got a bit more of a hill bit here. I want to do some of the wider bits of river, have like little, I know in some villages around where I live and by the rivers and stuff, you can get these little pockets of like gravel and pebbles and oh, hello. Yeah, so a lot of people go down to the river and just play by the river on a hot day and stuff like that. So I'm gonna have, hopefully along the river's edge, just little pockets of like woods and stuff where people can go down, have a bit of a play by the river. So yeah, that's what I wanted to start this episode with, talking about how I've done the river and changed these to moss. If in the comments below, give me your opinion about these hillsides and tell me what you think about me making the decision to go to moss so that it's all green, hello tree, or whether I should go back to dirt. If I can, I will try and put a side-by-side comparison. Right, the next thing I wanted to talk about in this update is that I am now obviously in the Chaos Cubed update. And so there is this lovely little block called, here we are, potent sulfur, which when mixed with lava and water, hold on, let's see if I can do this. There we go, you get geysers. Now I was watching, was it Percent Moon's latest video, and she pointed out that every now and then it sounds like the ocean.
Like, look at this! This is just epic! And listen to it, it sounds like a beach. It's so nice. I could sit here all day.
So I tested it in another world, one of my old city worlds that's just laying dormant now, and it actually does sound like the ocean. So I figured in some of the more populated areas of this of the beach to maybe add, I mean, you already get, because there's so much sand in a certain area, you already get the sound effects of like the wind there. I don't know if you heard it right there, but then I also thought, what if we were to dig, hello, okay, then put that there and hide it under the block, and then just blend it in by doing a bit of this. Ah, you can hear the sound of the water, of the lava. Hold on, let's just see. What if we just go right the way down for now? Because you can actually go up to 4 blocks of water. Because I don't want to be able to hear the lava. So we go maybe 1, 2, potent sulfur, 1, 2, potent sulfur lava bottom. Let's see if that's any. Right, what about now? If I did 2? There we go. Hold on, can we still hear it now that it's covered? This literally worked the other day on the other world. What if I did a slab instead? You can still hear the water, but you can't hear. Oh, well that's interesting. So how come it does it like that, but not like that? See, I like these sounds, but I don't know how to implement them. Because obviously in order to hear them, apparently, you need to be able to see the particles. What if I put it down to just 1? Oh, you can still hear it. There we go. I like that. Oh. Every now and then. What if I did? I don't think it'll work, no. No, that doesn't work. That's fine. I do like having the sound effect. I don't like the sound effect of the lava. So what if, rude, we do this? I'm on fire. What if we put it right down so that hopefully you can't hear the water? What about that? There we go, I like that. blocks are then just scattered. We'll add some more blocks so that they're not as obvious. How long does the sound last? Not very far. That's probably about the threshold there. Obviously you still get the wind sound effects from the desert. There. How many blocks would we say we are? We're at 75. This is 91. So it's about only 15. But I do really like... How many did we go down there? 1, 2, 3, 4. And then water, 1, 2, 3. And then the slab. And then cover it up. And then blend, oh, wrong block. And then we blend it in. So it's not noticeable. I do like that. And then the last thing is these here. So because talking about the update, I want to add, it's over here, this car that I made over here, this Jeep looking car. I was thinking about recreating it, but using the new, what's it called, this one, Cinnabar block, to be red as the, whoops, as the coastal rescue truck. So let's do that and see how we like it. So we're just going to build this by hand. It is quite a simple build. I want to know why they have a stone button and a black stone button, but they don't have a deep slate button. I wasn't meant to grab that. Missed opportunity. So we need a base for this thing. Commonly I use smooth stone slabs. I have so call for that. This is heavily inspired, by the way. I don't remember if I said last time. I probably did last time I built this, but this is heavily inspired by a lot of the vehicle tutorials that I've seen on Corralis's channel, who gives credit to the builds, if not created by himself, on his videos. So if you haven't seen any of Corralis's old build tutorials and stuff like that, that's where a lot of my inspiration comes from. So yeah, we're going to use the Cinnabar. We need our glass. We'll just start with that for now. So let's go wheel, 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 wheel. We have the base. Is the stairs in just the brick, or have you got normal cinnabar? Oh, we have normal cinnabar. Whoa. Right, so let's, whoops. Stupid grace. We have our little a button. There we go. And then a button, as Corralis would say. Then we'll have it facing the other way, so this will be the back. So we'll have the front like that. A little bit different, we'll have framing pieces over the wheels, like so. Whoops. And we'll do it again there and there. We'll have this here, just for under the window. We'll have our two side windows and our main front window. The oh, what do you call them? Wing mirrors. And then we don't have space for indicators actually. Well, that's fine. That's fine. What do we use for the engine? We could use this one this time for the engine. Yeah, kind of. Like with the grate. And then I like to use glow frames for my lights, front and back. Now in the other one it does have a slanted roof, but I think this time I'm just going to do a full flat roof. Whoops, that was the wrong block. I need that one. Actually, yeah, this one does also have a spare tire on the back. Do we like that? Or do we leave it open for like emergencies? I think we leave it open, and then we'll add our back windows. We'll do that, and then actually I'm thinking maybe black stone for the roof on this one. Like so. We'll get a cinnabar slab for the front there. Great, there's somebody messing with a motorbike in the field behind me. Do we like this, or do we change that to stairs? What do we think? Oh no, I don't like that. What about that way? No, because then the window doesn't connect. We'll just go back to full blocks. I feel like it's missing something. We could do our indicators. Or like the Americans say, the blink. Oh, you can't even see the blinkers. The indicators. What other colour buttons do we have? What about yellow? We've got other days when your buttons was either wood or stone. Like oak wood or stone. What about that? Do we like? I think that's not too bad actually. And then on the top, what could we do for like a beacon? Because obviously they don't have the red and blue like ambulances and phones. Police cars is what I was trying to say. So what could we use as a beacon? What redstone contraptions do we have? That, and then we'll set it to things so there's one on each side. As silly as that is, I don't hate it. And then we could just, because I like to set them all, we could do the signs. So I think the black, when you glow ink it, doesn't look good because of that yellow. So if we do that, and then just for the sakes, we'll add that for detail too. There we go. Perfect. And now we have our rescue vehicle. But that leaves this not really fitting with this. So I think I'm going to change these 3 stairway to be half stair and half ramp. Now I'm thinking, do we have like, let's just for what are we using here? We're using this one. So let's just, for the sake of experimentation, there's a lot of experimentation in this episode, isn't there? So we could ramp it like this and make it quite a slow ramp over there that would like have a vehicle, and then I can either have the stairs, so we could have it like that, or because then obviously you've got your wall, or rather than that we could have it on the side this way instead. instead. So then on one side you've got like a really drastic decline, and then the other one is more drawn out for vehicles and anyone that's in like a mobility scooter or oops. I think I like that better. I think I like it opposite sides better. So let me, do you know what? Let's not build this on camera. Let's do what Scar would do, and we'll give it a little spin, and just like that we now have 3 new ramp and stairs. I have actually added, oh I don't remember, no, not that one, yeah, there. By each ramp I've added one of our geysers so that when people are walking to the beach they can hear the beach. So there we go, we've got 3 new ramps on the beach, and then obviously this one I altered a little bit so that the path matched up with, in fact, because of the, where did I, there, just because I covered up some of the like shift in height, I want to add a little bit more to it. So yeah, each one has now got a geyser and a new ramp. Why don't we, while we're here, update the map? That flying noise is so loud in my ear. This is what the moss has done to like this part of the map now. It not the prettiest of sights, but in the long run I think I like it better, the fact that it's all green down without the stripes of brown. Oh, that's a good idea. We could add a large palm tree. Let's update the map first. See how we feel about the new ramps. Why is the grass a bright yellow like that? Do you know what? Yeah, while we're here, we'll take these blocks for the palm trees I've used so far, and just in this corner here we'll add very quickly, there we're hearing that beach noise again because of the geyser that's hidden. I think I hid one there as well as one over there. I don't think I want to put too many because I don't want it to lag out certain areas of the beach, but I think what I've got there is enough. Whoops. I'll do this just to add a bit more depth and texture. I'll just make this a bit wider here too. I don't like that. Actually, that might help. Add in some jungle planks. There we go. That's a bit thin here. Let's just add these to make it a bit thicker again, and then we'll I just randomly spam. I don't pay too much mind to the leaf placement, so long as there's no like, I was about to say square shapes, duh, this is Minecraft, everything's a square shape, but like what I accidentally did before there where I basically made this shape, that's too angled. But apart from that, I don't pay too much attention. And then we'll just stick one up a tiny bit. Are we too big? That's not too bad actually. I wish there was a texture pack for bedrock that makes the leaves fluffy. Like there's some I've seen in Java where the leaf textures are quite fluffy, and I wish they had that. If anybody knows of a texture pack that does that to just the leaves and the flowers, that's all. I want to try and keep this world as vanilla as possible, so that anybody can join in building with me and enjoy the world after it's finished. But I think I just want I would love a texture pack where the leaves are just a little bit fluffy. And then we'll add some of this down here just to texture the beach. Whoops. There will be a video coming about this pier here. It might not be until a lot later. I have put out a YouTube short and a TikTok asking for comments of ideas to put on the pier. Not much has come back from that yet, so I'll give people a bit more time to comment on it. And then I think the final detail I want to add is buttons. As you've probably already seen scattered all over the beach, there is already buttons, but I'm thinking, so the stone buttons are like your little pebbles, your little rocks. Pink ones I'm thinking shells, and then orange ones are starfish, sort of. Let's add a few big rocks here as well, just because it's a nature bit, if you will. Oh, hello. Leaves don't fall off palm trees. Well, they do, but not that small. And then we'll add a couple shells and starfish. Whoa, no, I only wanted one, thanks. Boop. That was one button press and that made 4 buttons. That was insane. I still haven't decided what to put on the beach yet, because this isn't the hotel part of the beach where I would put like loads of sun loungers and picnic blankets and stuff. Do buttons not show up on maps? I suppose that's a good thing. Let's go have a look. There we go. The water only changes colour in the biome, doesn't it? I don't remember how to set biomes. Otherwise that would have been really cool to have that all the like weird yellow colour. Crab. Ooh, what if we added a crab to that side of the beach? Let's do that while we're here. Where should we hide it? Let's hide him here. These are the claws and these are the legs. And there we go, we have another little crab on this side of the beach. Right, unfortunately, this video isn't going to need a lot of cut out of it, and there's not a lot of time lapse and stuff, so in terms of editing this video, it should be relatively easy. But I have some family coming to get me because we're going to go watch Toy Story 5, so I need to wrap this video up, or at least the filming portion of it. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. I know there wasn't like a big building project in this video, but I like the subtle details that we've added. It's just one of them things that is bringing the world to life. Is that noise right there? That sounds like rushing waves. I have seen a video of somebody using redstone to do like a tidal effect, like the water rushing in and out, which doesn't make sense for a beach as big as this. But this little cove here, just on the other side of the pier, currently has a tiki bar, but I don't like it, so I'm going to get rid of it. So I'm thinking to use the like wave effect on this tiny beach, and then making like a mystical like hidden gem sort of thing But that's for another video. That's for when we get further down that side of the city, I think. So yeah, in the comments let me know how we feel about this change on here. I'll slowly be chipping away at the river as time goes on. As you can see, I think I've said in the last video, or one of the videos, about adding pieces of land just to sort of start mapping out different heights for the city. And then yeah, I think, oh yeah, we built this little truck here too. I don't think we need more than one. I think if further down we build another whatever this called, I keep getting it wrong, so I keep forgetting. So whatever, if we build another beach, we'll add another one of these, and therefore another. So yeah, thank you all for watching this video. If you have any suggestions of things you want to see me build in this city, or any suggestions for anything you want that's on the pier back there, please let me know in the comments below. I hope you all liked this video. Stick around for more building projects to go in this city, and I shall see you all in the next video. Goodbye. Huh, my skin's messed up. I've just noticed my skin. Oh, sorry, don't look at my skirt. My skin's messed up. Actually, I've just this second realised I've been using the wrong skin this entire video. This isn't my building skin.